Hello, welcome to the Parish Line, a production of CGov, the Calcasieu Parish Government Channel, about the events, programs, and policies of the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury. On this month's program, we'll learn about a 2-year project to show you how to use stormwater for your lawn and garden. We'll show you a group of volunteers in Calcasieu Parish who recently received a national award, and report on a crackdown on construction zone litter and debris. First, hurricane season is here, and the first storm of the season has already forced us to check our preparation plans. Molly Morgan reports on what's new for hurricane season 2010.
June 1st marked the beginning of hurricane season, and 2010 has started early with Alex. Dick Grimion, director with the Calcasieu Parish Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness, tells us more.
It looks like we're going to be pretty busy this season, and so today we just took an opportunity. Everyone's awareness was already up. We took an opportunity to come out and walk through our evacuation plan. And we're urging citizens really to do the same thing, look through their plans, make sure they know where they're going, what they're going to do, what they're going to bring with them in case they do need to evacuate.
Changes from the National Hurricane Center will affect evacuation plans.
The Hurricane Center is going to be issuing watches and warnings 12 hours earlier than they normally would have. It really doesn't change any of our timelines that we use here locally. It's just that the public will see better weather information earlier than they have. One important change is the Hurricane Center will also be issuing a storm surge forecast, and that's very important for our area with the susceptibility we have to storm surge, particularly in the South Calcasieu, South Jeff Davis, Orange County, and particularly in Cameron. These are all storm surge prone areas, and so that forecast we think is going to help the public understand what's going on.
The evacuation plan for Calcasieu Parish hasn't changed. Rob Dodrell stresses that time is an important factor in the overall plan.
Our evacuation plan has not really changed a lot. We're always willing to upgrade it to things that we saw that worked in the past. Every time we have to institute this plan, we learn things, and so it makes it easier to flow better and safety for the people and things like that, and be able to get them out here in a timely fashion. One of the main things that we're looking at is trying to limit the hours that we're going to be doing this, and the mere fact that we need to get everybody out at a certain period of time. We have limited assets to be able to have the coach buses if we can get them, or the school buses. And if the longer we wait and the longer we do it, the storm's steadily coming upon us. And what happens is that the people volunteering their time, if we wait too long, then are stuck and can't evacuate themselves. So we're trying to say, this is our time factor, this is where you can evacuate with us, and come here and get it over with. And if we wait too long, then other people can't get out. And that's what we're trying to, one of the main things that we're trying to stress to people is, be prompt in your evacuation, and we'll get you out of here.
The Louisiana Department of Social Services is tasked with sheltering and mass evacuation in a community.
The Department of Social Services is tasked with the ESF 6 function, which is sheltering and mass evacuations. So in an evacuation, we assist the parish and the local government doing registration, bus manifesting, and general whatever else is needed in the community.
Registration during an evacuation is now automated, but it is also manually backed up.
We actually have a system called Phoenix, which is an automated system when we use laptops and we use a barcode wristband. Should the system fail for some reason, we do have a manual backup for it, and then once the person is on a bus and to a shelter, they can be tracked throughout the whole process.
The Calcasieu Medical Reserve Corps plays various roles during an evacuation.
The Medical Reserve Corps will play a lot of different roles. One of the roles we'll play that we will do the medical triage for the special needs patients that will need to leave the area on a special bus. We'll also have non-medical roles, which they will be greeters. They will help load the non-medical evacuees on the bus. and they will just help do crowd control, and they may even be helping with registration of evacuees.
To get information on a hurricane preparedness plan or a disaster kit, you can visit the parish website at www.cppj.net or call the Calcasieu Parish Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness at 721-3800. For the Parish Line, I'm Molly Morgan.
The Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness suggests that residents sign up for Calcasieu, the easiest way to get up-to-date emergency information right to your home or cell phone. Visit calcasieu.com or call 721-3800 for details. It's no secret that the police jury is cracking down on litter, but due to the efforts of the Calcasieu Parish Planning and Zoning Department, they have a new target. J.P. Booth gives us the details.
In an effort to reduce construction debris from entering our roadside ditches and parish water bodies, the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury has introduced new provisions to their stormwater ordinance, pertaining specifically to construction site litter.
We actually took our existing ordinance, the stormwater ordinance, and we had some concerns from the citizens of the parish regarding litter blowing from the construction sites, and so we found that in our existing ordinance, and we basically took that ordinance, applied it to this, and therefore that's how we came up with it.
The driving force with this was some of the complaints that we've had. We had a number of different complaints that we've had from residents and that are living in the areas around where construction is taking place. There have been issues where there's a lot of debris that flies over into the neighboring yards and into the drainage ways, and any of the airborne, waterborne, those types of things, we don't want them out in the drainage or in the drainage ways causing problems, or on the roadways, or even and especially in the next door neighbor's yard. We obviously don't want that. We don't appreciate that, and neither do they. And so the intent is to try to minimize that, and it's an enforcement of the existing ordinance more stringently to control that problem.
Typically, construction litter is going to be things like waterproof Tyvek around the house, felt from roofs, and it also can be actual litter such as paper products, domestic paper products, plastic bottles and things like that. Contractors and construction guys that get on the site, they have to eat, they got to drink water, and so a lot of times those things are thrown on the ground, and it gets blown into our drainage systems and waterways, and we want to make sure those are contained and kept on site and then thrown away properly. It's unsightly. It basically it's a problem when it gets into our waterways or into our drainage systems. It costs the parish money to go in there and clean those things up, and that's a direct cost to the taxpayers. And so that's why we want to make sure that that these things are being met, and that we're being prudent in the ways that we're enforcing our ordinance and cleaning these things up. So.
Inspection and enforcement will be handled by the police jury's code enforcement officers and will only apply to the unincorporated areas of the parish.
The enforcement is going to be through our either our inspectors, our code enforcement officers, or our stormwater manager. And basically, we currently go out on sites now and do inspections for electrical, plumbing, building. And so, we're going to be looking for those sites that are unsightly and the potential for litter to be blown to our waterways and things and onto neighbors' property. So we'll give a verbal warning first is our main objective. We're not out there to stop any work, but we want to make sure people are conscious of this, and we're going to give a verbal warning first. If that doesn't work and it continues to happen, then we'll probably do a written warning. And then after that, it can be, we can fine people with civil penalties up to $500 a day. We could go out there and abate the problem and charge it to the property owner. or the contractor?
Generally, we would think that the stop work order, obviously the construction folks want to build, and that's time is money. So they obviously don't want that to happen. They don't want the stop work order, obviously. So we're hoping that that's as far as we will have to take it in that, that they will understand that. And most of the developers have been very cooperative in when they realize what's been going on, they take the action and do what's necessary. So we're hoping that that's the case. They have received the letters notifying them that we are going to be watching a little more closely.
The folks out there are keeping their sites clean and everything. We're not out there to, again, stop people from doing work, or it's mainly litter. It's not the wood products or anything like that, but it's mainly paper and things like that. So we just want to make sure that they're conscious of this and good housekeeping.
For the Parish Line, I'm J.P. Booth.
You are watching the Parish Line, a production of CGov, the Calcasieu Parish Government Channel, about the events, programs, and policies of the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury. With interest rates at historically low rates, you might be thinking about buying your first house. Potential first-time homebuyers can now receive free face-to-face financial counseling. Here's Jessica Conrad.
The Calcasieu Parish Housing Counseling Agency offers free counseling for residents in Calcasieu, Cameron, Beauregard, and Allen parishes. First-time homebuyers can get free home ownership training.
A lot of times people don't understand how to go about to purchase a home, and they need some help. And a lot of people run into problems with their credit and budgeting, and that's basically your first step. You want to be able to review your credit report and also set up a budget in order to purchase that home, and people are having a lot of problems with that. So we get a lot of calls about that.
The Calcasieu Parish Housing Department offers counseling on how to restructure debt, to seeking loans, to managing household finances. Homeowners going through financial struggles can also benefit from counseling.
Though they feel that they have bad credit, it's not something that you can say it's just bad and I can't clear it up. You can, it may take a little time, but you still, need to come in and sit down and review that with us and let us show you what you can do to clear your credit.
There aren't any financial requirements to receive counseling. The Housing Counseling Agency encourages anyone interested in being a homeowner to receive training.
A lot of people are losing their home, foreclosure, and they're really struggling because they're trying to keep their home, but because there is so much going out there, people are losing their homes. They don't really understand what the problems are and how to go about as far as maintaining their homes.
For the Parish Line, I'm Jessica Conrad.
To find out about upcoming financial classes, log on to cppj.net or call the Housing Department at 721-3577. A partnership between the police jury and the LSU Agriculture Extension Service has yielded an interesting display of how to use stormwater to keep your lawn and garden looking lush and green. The grounds of the Ag Center looked like this in late 2008 when the project began. Now, it looks like this.
A couple of years ago, the LSU Ag Center and Calcasieu Parish Police Jury partnered to do something with the LSU Ag Center site. Part of the intent was to take a look at what could be done from a stormwater perspective and how to handle the stormwater that's coming off the roof, and also have it be an asset, the project to be an asset to show the community just exactly what they could do to benefit their own particular sites, whether it be their yards, neighborhoods, businesses in the area.
Work on the project included digging a French drain, planting special grasses, installation of a cistern, and rain barrels for collecting runoff. One of the goals of the project was to complete all the work with materials available locally so area residents could replicate the ideas at their homes.
And then when we came out here, we could see that there were things that definitely needed to be done. We saw the water coming off the roof, coming draining directly down from large downspouts that are around the roof, and just directly into around the foundation of the building. And we wanted to redirect that water and make it more usable, or bring it away, take it away from the building site, And what we've done, as it turned out with the project, we've been able to capture the water, some of the water, and use it for the plants and flowers that the master gardeners use, the plantings that they do, and then also to move the water away from the building and then make the whole building just more aesthetically pleasing, and which it really, as you can see in the pictures, it came out just wonderfully. The plants, the flowers, it's much more attractive, much more inviting. The area is just a beautiful area. You'd want to come over and have a picnic in some of the sites that we have out here.
Area residents can visit the Extension Center on the Gulf Highway south of Lake Charles to see the results and to get information on how the ideas can work at your home. A Calcasieu Parish volunteer group has been honored with a national award. CGov's Margaret Higgins tells us about the Calcasieu Medical Reserve Corps.
The Calcasieu Medical Reserve Corps was recently recognized at the May 27th Police Jury meeting for receiving the Ambassador Award from the Office of Civilian Volunteer Medical Reserve Corps.
It is good for us to know and acknowledge and see those persons who's making a difference in our parish.
The award honors Medical Reserve Corps units that meet the Surgeon General's priorities in improving health literacy, increasing disease prevention, eliminating health disparities, and improving public health preparedness. The Calcasieu Medical Reserve Corps was nominated for the award by the State Citizen Corps earlier this year and was one of 2 recipients out of 80 nominees across the nation. Angela Jewett, Calcasieu Medical Reserve Corps coordinator, explains why they were chosen to receive such a high honor.
We report every activity that we do. It's on our national website, and that was one of the factors of getting our award. They checked what we did every single month and every day that we reported.
The award was presented at the National Medical Reserve Corps Conference in Las Vegas.
Captain Rob Tesardo is the head of Medical Reserve Corps through the Office of Public Health, Civilian Corps, and he is our head man for Medical Reserve Corps, which was really exciting. And also the assistant to the Surgeon General was who were presenting the awards, and it was just really an honor to be presented by these 2 because they're very well known and very good in the field that they're in.
Volunteers are proud and excited to be a part of the CMRC.
Being recognized in such a manner has been a great source of satisfaction for me.
Amy Landry, Assistant Coordinator for Calcasieu Medical Reserve Corps, shares her enthusiasm.
The Ambassador Award was definitely all about promoting public health, and that is basically at our forefront. Anything that we can do to prepare the community, a healthy community is a viable community, and those issues are definitely what brought us to win the Ambassador Award, and we're very, very proud of that. We have some wonderful volunteers. Angela is a fabulous coordinator. She has really brought this program to the forefront, and we're just very proud of that award and very proud of our volunteers.
For the Parish Line, I'm Margaret Higgins.
Calcasieu residents can help the CMRC by volunteering. Call 721-4020 for more details. That's the Parish Line for this month. Thanks for watching. If you need more information, visit our website at cppj.net. So long.